Okay, so while you're finishing that out, I will go through all the things that I have because I have like a million of them. So first off, this is me. This is what I look like without this mask. Even wearing the same dress, just for you guys. That's my husband. His name is Cody. He's a roofer. He works with insurances to help people get insurance to approve a new roof for their home. It's at a company called Nomads. It's downtown, across from the Tinto's place, kind of by Fratelli's. This is my daughter. Her name is Eddie Kate. She will be 4 in November. And in January, she's getting a new baby sister, which means that I am currently pregnant. So lunch is a big deal to me. That's why I wanted to make sure you all had the right lunch. So sometime in January, you'll get a new long-term sub. I promise to find somebody good. Okay? I don't know who it will be, but it will be somebody good. Promise. It'll be good. Okay? The most important thing for the day is the bell schedule. Clearly, you only get 35 minutes per class, so there's not a whole lot happening. But what should be happening is in each of your classes, you should be signing up for Google Classroom and Remind, which is happening, well, in just a second. There we go. So this is you guys, 3rd hour, pre-AP. There's your classroom code. There's your Remind. You're going to text that to 81010. Please, that's going to be the best way for me to get a hold of you, is through Remind and Classroom. All the things will be on Classroom this year. I'm sure you're hearing that in all of your classes. This slideshow will be posted on Google Classroom later, so if you need the Remind code, you can do that one later, but Classroom definitely needs to happen right now.
The Classroom code.
It's my luck. For real? Did it work for anybody else?
Yeah.
It did?
So.
Just you?
I'm typing it right.
OPWW6OG. Still not working.
It's processing.
Thinking about it.
Very good.
The entire school is on Wi-Fi right now too, so it's having a moment. Okay. So in your last hour class, did you watch a video about hallway things? Yes? Yes, no, please say no? Okay, maybe I have it at the end, we'll go back. So for this one, we get to watch about lunch procedures. Well, my sound's probably not gonna work, I didn't try it. Whoa. That's
This year, to encourage social distancing, we are splitting lunch up into 3 different lunches and in 2 different locations, one in the cafeteria and one in the PAC. Your lunch will be determined based on your 3rd and 7th hour classes. Students will be directed to specific seating locations until further notice. No outside food can be delivered for lunch, but students are welcome to bring lunch with them in the morning. Between the lunches, the cafeteria will be fully sanitized.
There we go. So I'm not sure if they already have seating charts made for lunch or if you're gonna go to lunch and then they'll make a seating chart. Hopefully you get to sit with whoever you want, but I don't know. I really don't know what's happening over there. So just heads up. Seating charts for all the things. Okay, you'll have a seating chart in all of your classes and before school, so try not to get here till 8:15, all the things. So just be prepared for that. I don't know if they've told you yet, but the rule is if you're within 6 feet for more than 15 minutes cumulative throughout the day. So if I stand too close to you for more than 15 minutes, then that means if you test positive, then I will have to isolate. Or if I test positive, then you'll have to quarantine for 2 weeks. So I'm trying really hard not to have to do that, so I might spend a lot of time over here, trying to save up on my days. But that's just the procedure. That's why they have the seating charts. That's why they have all the things, is so that they can make sure everybody is safe and we want to stay in school as much as possible. Let's see. Here's what you can expect from me. I try to be really understanding. I know that math is not the end all be all in all things in life. I know that there are things that happen outside of these four walls that are really important. And I know that math usually is not the number one priority for everyone, and that's totally fine. It's not always my number one thing either. So I try to be really understanding. So if you have something happen, you need to talk to me about something happened explosive in your life last night, just tell me and I'll get it. Like, I totally get it. Okay, if you have to quarantine because your neighbor in science class tested positive for corona, just tell me and I'll work with you. Okay, everything is flexible this year, which you may not be used to, but I promise I'm understanding. So you just have to talk to me about it because I won't know if you don't tell me. I'm realistic. I try to be practical. I'm not going to assign you a million homework problems and expect them to be done perfectly to the T with all the work exactly shown. Okay. I will give you homework. I will expect you to do it. I will make it realistic. Okay. But I'm not going to overwhelm you with homework. Okay. That's my goal, is to not overwhelm with homework. Algebra 2 is a fast pace. Algebra 2 standards. Algebra 2 has the most standards out of all of the math classes we have here at the high school that we have to talk about. So it's going to be quick. So we'll move quick. I'm sure you guys are used to that. I try to be kind. I try to be patient. I'll be enthusiastic because algebra is the best. I taught geometry last year. Not really my forte. Algebra is way better than geometry, in my opinion. And then we'll have all the technology because that's just what 2020 is going to bring us this year. What I expect from you is to have high expectations for yourself and high expectations for me. Okay, you can do it. You just have to put the work in, and I will put the work in to help you get there. Okay, I want you to be respectful, put in the effort it's going to take, and communicate. Please, please, please communicate with me. It's harder this year with the masks, but we're going to do it. We're going to make it work. I expect you to be prepared, productive, and organized. So this year, just to give you kind of a preview of what this year is going to bring. This year, we're going to use a new curriculum that we've never used in Algebra 2 before. So there's a guy, his name is Mark Sparks. It's a funny name, but he teaches somewhere in Arkansas. I don't know where it is. He teaches somewhere in Arkansas, and he creates curriculum as like his side hustle. That's what he does. And so he has created a calculus curriculum that Ms. Stennett loves. So if your goal is to get to calculus when you get there, that's the curriculum you'll see is Mark Sparks. So she loved the Mark Sparks calculus curriculum so much. The past couple of years, they've done the pre-cal curriculum that he has created also. So pre-cal and calculus both use this curriculum. Well, last year at the end of the year, they purchased the Algebra 2 version of this curriculum for us. Okay, I've looked over it. It's awesome curriculum. It's going to help you make some connections that you've maybe never realized before. I love it. You're going to like it, but just know that it's different. Okay, it will not stay on the same pace as your other friends that are not in pre-AP Algebra 2. So they're gonna be doing factoring first, and you're gonna be doing something else first. So just know that your friends in regular Algebra 2, not gonna be on the same track as you. You'll get there eventually, but yours is gonna look different, okay? But it's awesome. You'll like it. The homework's really short. So just be prepared for that. So day to day, make sure your mask is on correctly before you enter the room. So normally I'm not like a rule Nazi. I don't like to be the phone Nazi or the whatever, okay? However, since I am pregnant, I am technically high risk for coronavirus. So when you come in, I'm gonna expect your mask to be over your nose, covering your mouth. I want you to have it on the whole time, okay? Unless you're eating or drinking. I'm gonna have you sit in your assigned seat, which will not be these forever, okay? This is just so I can start to learn names, because it's hard for me. There's a lot of you. And then each of you, I'm actually gonna give them to you today. Each of you will get a sheet protector full of the notes that you're gonna have for this whole unit. So in here is the syllabus and a unit outline and everything you will need for this unit. We're not gonna do any of it today, but I want you to have it just in case you are an overachiever and really wanna get started on all the things. Anyway, this just gives you a heads up into what we're doing this year. So my goal is to give you everything you need for the unit in case something happens and we end up going virtual. Then you have everything you need. So if you want to, you can pull it all out and look through it. I don't recommend it, okay? But when you get here in the mornings, actually, is it morning or afternoon? I don't know. When you get here, if you'll sit down and then take out the notes that are needed for the day. So I'll have posted up here, hey, take out whatever the notes are. I don't even remember what they're called at the moment. And then take out a pencil and eraser. I don't care if you take your notes in pen, you do you. And then we'll get started whenever I can, when I get done cleaning all the desks and all the things, okay? Questions about day-to-day procedures? Okay, so in case you missed it, there are those again, because you'll need those. If you haven't done this yet, do this for me. We still have like 10 minutes. How did that happen? I don't know. Okay. So just hang for